Well, Darren, I'm not really sure where to start, but that was some performance. Wrexham unbeaten at home, and Yeovil Town come to town and spoil the party.
No, again, it's all the things we know about the group, their spirit and their togetherness and their running power. And I actually don't, because they're a good side, of course, and they're well coached, and their detail to their set plays is so big. I actually didn't think the extra man would be that big of a difference, because whatever happens, Tozer's going to throw the ball in the box, and there's going to be 5 or 6 of them all coming onto the same ball. So I didn't think that it was it never is really, but as big of an advantage as maybe from the outside looking in. But we're getting better at being in that situation. I thought we moved the ball better, I thought we passed the ball better, and that back four was just marvellous all game, and they deserved it, thoroughly deserved it.
We must talk about Dan Moss, because after the altercation where the man was sent off, he then got booked, but so professional for such a young player throughout the match.
Yeah, he needed, he was a little bit dazed at half time with it all. I think those young people, they struggle in those kind of moments. I saw it a lot when I was at Stevenage, when we used to play Luton, and you had 10,000 in the ground, and they get on top of you and they can make it really difficult. And obviously they were going towards their own end second half, but no, we went about it quietly, and we shook him into life a little bit, and he went about it quietly and efficiently. And I said, just play normally, don't waste time, don't do anything, don't put don't leave your feet, make sure you stay on your feet. And I thought he defended very well, but I thought they all did. I mean, it was like the last 10 minutes of Bromley from the very start, really, with that. I mean, it's such a weapon, Tozer's throw. And I thought they dealt with it unbelievably well. And again, they defy really the stereotype of what a young person can and can't do, and what they should and shouldn't do at their age. So, no, fantastic. They should take a lot of credit.
And you haven't got the luxury of the numbers as say Wrexham do. You brought in Josh Staunton to slot in to defence, and Morgan Williams. They both had a great game, didn't they?
Yeah, I thought I've got to be honest, I was a little bit worried how it would look playing Jordan in midfield, a midfielder at centre half, a centre half at left back. So I thought, can that be explained and maybe excused if it doesn't go right? But I just thought that because of the ball coming into the box, I thought Morgan would deal with the back post better than Jordan. I thought Jordan would collect the ball and recover the ball far higher up the pitch, which he is in Matt Worthington's class of. With the young ones, I didn't want 2 young ones at the back. We had that a lot last year, where we had 2 centre halves, both young. So I wanted Staunton's voice. And really, we got away with resting Wilkinson. He was a little bit poorly under the weather last night. And normally when these things happen with Luke and he's kind of and ahhing, that's when he normally breaks. And I didn't want to make the same mistake with such a huge game for not just us and the team, but the football club in general on Saturday. I didn't want to take that risk. I said to Terry with a minute to go, we got away with that one, Tel. and Terry was quite right. He said, we ain't got away with anything. We've been very good. And I've got to say, I do agree with him.
And Sonny Blue Everton got the second goal. He's been in and out of the side, but every time he comes in, he seems to take his chance.
Well, he only came out of the side because of his injury at Grimsby, and then we started this unbeaten run. And he's had to wait, and that's what you have to do as a footballer, especially a young footballer. You have to learn what team selection's about, and you have to learn that when you close a door, not on purpose, but when you close the door and you open it for someone else, then sometimes you have to wait a few weeks to get back in. But great character. Excellent, no problem for me, very low maintenance, and he has got good quality. And my only criticism of him would have been so far of his return with goals, but in that moment there's the slowest brain on the pitch, and when I say slow I don't mean thick, the slowest brain in terms of calmness, composure is Sonny, and that's why he looks so graceful and balanced all the time. He took it very well, but we missed twice before that, so it was some pretty big miss. I think Hunt was the first one to miss, maybe Wakefield the second, and so it was good technique from Sonny. But look, we know what we are, we know what we're not, and but it was nice tonight to have that stigma of having to have the ball and using it better.
Well, that's November done. You're unbeaten throughout that month, and just a small matter of an FA Cup second round on Saturday.
Yeah, I've not been looking forward to that one.
Must be full of confidence though.
No, they're like, even when we've been on runs, October wasn't a particularly good month for us, but they're great. They know we know what we're doing with them. One, we know who they are. We know the types of characters they are. We know that the uniqueness of the team is that they're willing to sacrifice for everyone, and the coaching team are willing to sacrifice themselves for them, and vice versa. And when you get that nice dynamic, it can be a real powerful tool to use. And we are what we are. We got what we got, and they're all performing to their absolute optimal at the moment, and they should be very proud of themselves, because there's not a quality better than being a trier, and they're certainly doing that.